Speaking for Team Conrad, we are ready with open arms welcoming Team Jeremiah. I know it's happening. I feel it.
You feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you also feel how it's the summer, everyone turned cheating?
I want to know every single person, but not the right people are cheating, you guys. Because you know what? Like Conrad said, it was his girlfriend first, bitch.
Yeah, he made that clear.
Just saying, like,
And
he spread that out.
We're going to get into that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Today, you guys, we have an official debrief. You guys, if you maybe watched our vlog on it, we did like a really crappy vlog, but you guys were so sweet about it.
Like, I'm dead.
Shell shocked. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching.
It's been so much fun.
Yeah, we have much more Summer I Turn Pretty content. Just saying, in case you want to subscribe or whatever.
So much.
But today, what are we doing?
Debrief is going to go crazy.
Literally.
Me, you, plus you, and them.
There was so much that happened within these first 2 episodes. Like, what are your initial thoughts? I guess maybe we should start there, actually.
Okay. I think of course, like, I'm just stoked to, like, watch it in general.
God, yeah.
I love the chocolate scene. I love this, like, Christmas scenes and, like, all the things with Conrad going on.
Yeah.
There are, like, just obviously a few things that weren't necessary to me.
Sure.
That's
where we stood right initially. You guys heard us say,
and like
we didn't know like why certain things were happening, like the accident scene, and now like sitting with it, I can understand like for the greater purpose, maybe.
Yeah, that's what sucks. It's like I get it, but is it ruining it for me?
Right, like
that's the question mark.
Because we know that there are only 11 episodes, and that's what's haunting me in the back of my head.
And
I'm
not
like,
ruining
how are we
it,
gonna
but like
get
a
through
little
it?
bit.
Yeah, I don't know. It just things are a little bit different than the book, which I do think like as people who read the book, one of you guys actually commented this, but it's nice as book readers to kind of watch something that is a little different to switch it up for us. I think that is nice, and so I think that looking back at the end of the season, things will make sense a little bit more.
It's
I
just
trust
hard.
Jenny Han. I truly
do too. I really do too.
You know?
And that's what's like it's grounding me through this process.
Yes, fingers in the grass. Oh. Toes in the grass. Yes.
Yeah.
Overall, it's like certain little things, again, we'll kind of get into, but like they're starting to make sense as I'm thinking about them.
Yeah.
But initially I was like, come on, like the Laurel and John thing. I'm like,
enough.
You wasted about 4 minutes. So I'm curious to see how that, like, why, you know?
We don't like change. Maybe.
I think that's our problem, but that's an S problem.
Yeah.
You know?
So it is us. We'll just have the books for like to, you know,
whatever, I guess so.
Shared.
Overall, though, I'm like so happy with it, and I know that Mama's gonna come home. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end,
and I was like,
she's gonna bring it home.
Feet.
Yes, you know, and like the little scenes that we have gotten with Conrad and Belly, like they light me up. But starting with episode 1, like a lot actually happened in episode 1.
A lot,
and I was so curious how they were going to do this.
Me too. That was like our number one question was like timeline. How are they doing it? And it's making sense. Honestly, the way they are doing it, like, still makes me a little like the breakup scenes, like because there's 2 technically kind of now.
Yeah, that's true.
It confuses me still, but
yeah. And you have to realize, like, the first 2 episodes, or at least the first episode of any season of anything, always has to set you up for everything. Like, they need to, like, there was a 4-year jump. They have to catch you up on everything. And so I think from this point on, it's going to move a lot quicker than with
better scenes.
Yes.
Not better, but like what we...
Yeah, and we're going to give our prediction for scene 3, episode 3 as well. So I'm excited for episode 3 already. I already know what's happening. Like, I know it in my gut. Anyway, let's start.
We start off at Finch move-in day. Actually, the whole family's there.
Literally.
Laurel, John, Steven, Belly are all in the car. They meet at Finch. Jeremiah comes to help. They show it off right away that Taylor and Belly are not roommates, that they are doing it completely different.
Yep. Which did happen in the book as well.
Yeah. They're there to grow and like...
Yep. They didn't show anything of Belly's roommate in that one. Remember, she used to like, I can't remember her name right now, Jennifer or something. And then eventually she, of course, moves in with Annika. But
yeah, that's true.
She didn't show anything.
Nothing.
Which, again, don't waste my time if you don't have to. That's fine.
Yeah. So. And you know what I also thought was interesting was like Taylor didn't like hug any of them. And like also with Jeremiah, when we see Jeremiah at move-in day, like Laurel doesn't hug Jeremiah or anything. Like, actually no one does. It's just Belly who like goes towards him, which I think is interesting from like a family dynamic, like a family friend dynamic.
Yeah, I have a lot to say.
It just makes me think.
Yeah. I'll shut my mouth now, but I have a lot to say on that too. Yeah.
And she like has this whole thing with Belly saying she met her soulmate in college. She's set on Belly like having an experience. She's like, don't be tied down to Jeremiah. Right. And
Loki, Laurel is not fucking with Jeremiah.
She's not having it. We see Taylor's mom, which she says she misses Steven. So we quickly understand that they were a thing.
Yes.
They're on and off. I think Jeremiah was like, they'll be back in a week. And then we see the Polaroid. Belly puts it on the wall, flashes back to all the new memories on her wall to that is like the new
4 years later.
Yeah. The
That's
new
like how they
timeline.
transitioned it.
Yes, which was like pretty quick.
Yeah. That was like,
Dang.
I feel like that was like a really good transition into the 4
It was
years.
really good.
I liked it. I felt satisfied with it.
Me too. And there's like a lot of like, we actually saw them on the Instagram. They posted the actual things, which we see a Laurel, or wait, what are they called?
Laura
Peter
Jean.
and Laurel Jean.
Laurel Jean.
Peter and Laura Jean cosplay. Halloween costume.
No, they were literally like dressed up as them.
Yeah.
Which is such a cute little thing because that means
was
that
cute.
P.S. I Love You and all those exist in
That
The Summer I Turned Pretty
timeline.
World, but that like
No, this is her. She said this is her baby.
Right, so this is
but
the
that
first
one got like the remake and everything before
first.
the
That's
series.
what I'm saying. So it's like it's a funny little switch up that it's actually like exists there.
That
I
was
love
cool
that.
to see. Me too.
Right. We get the scene where he's like, "You're the one who told me that."
Oh yeah,
Take care of business.
Yes, and then he wants to take care of business. Laurel calls Belly to talk to Jeremiah.
I really was so dead set on the garden scene being in like episode 1 or 2 for some reason.
They're dragging.
I do think it's gonna be in episode 3. Just
Me too. It
spoiler
has
for
to be.
thoughts, but yeah. Dude, we got a lot of the trailer within the first 2.
I mean, I feel like almost half of it.
I think we're gonna get like most of the trailer and teaser has already happened, and then also is like going to happen within the next few, and then like the last 5 episodes you're not gonna have much from
which
it.
I like.
Yeah, I do
because
too,
now
for
like
sure.
we don't know what's happening.
No, for sure. It's like good. Get him out of the way.
Yeah, Conrad at Stanford, and the bad boy cool music is playing. He's like
that was so 2000s 90s movie.
It was so cool, and then he's going into therapy, which I love,
which sets him up for like
really nice
heartthrob of the century.
Yes.
When you're walking into therapy, you get that entrance. I'm just saying, are we playing favorites here, or are we playing?
He's basically like has this flashback of Belly in therapy and like won't, but he doesn't say it. He just, which I will say is like, I think that's setting up for like us seeing his point of view. Soon, like
because you don't actually like, get to hear him say like these things about Belly, really,
but like
except for the Agnes thing, but like before that,
like
or at all.
Like
really.
I think we're gonna get it, but like I don't know. I feel like that was like a little prompt of like
he's thinking about her and like
yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And then at the actual like ceremony, because that was what that whole thing was about. We'll get his point of view because you don't want to say it then.
Yes, exactly.
I get what you're saying.
And because I think that was just like a little tease of like he is thinking about her obviously, and like it's too emotional. Like he can't say it, not even to his therapist.
No.
But yeah, he's like going through all the things with him.
Yeah.
Goes through like Jeremiah and all of the people that he's gonna see. Skips Belly.
Right.
We see Belly and Jeremiah walking. He said something about like, well, you missed volleyball and how fast life changes and whatever. And then he says that you wouldn't find sports therapy or sports psychology from that. So like, I guess that's what she's majoring in. Right. Which doesn't like change anything, but like
but
it's
it
kind
is
of
interesting. It's
kind of fun to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I know in one of our things I was like, we were both like, who the hell's Denise?
I don't know why book we couldn't like figure it out.
It's because of the way that they were setting it up. Like the discourse I was hearing about Denise and like who I saw her being casted as, I couldn't put it in my head. But then I realized like once you guys said who Denise was, they just swapped it around a little bit because I think in the book Denise worked at Adam's company.
Okay, so that's still true.
Right. That's true, but I thought that she was going to be older, like more so Adam's age, and kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
so. I don't know if they aged her down or if it was just me in the book thinking that, but I thought she was like Adam's assistant kind of thing because Belly would call her and like, you know what I mean? Denise in the show doesn't seem like she would be taking no calls from Belly.
No, she's like a
to be
hard worker, like not very
ass.
like
for sure
nurturing vibe.
Yeah. So we found out who that is. And can I just also add, like, I feel like Jeremiah in all these scenes that you're saying, like him talking to Belly about the frat and things, he just is so defensive.
Like, it's to a point.
About everything. An insecure feeling.
Check yourself.
Right. It's like, you have the girl. She even said, like, why would you think that? Like, why do you think that I hate your frat? I never said that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Even if she does.
Yes. Yeah.
You know
and he,
like,
has to say, like, you hate my frat.
Right. And it's like, she's allowed to not like a frat.
I love it.
Yeah. And if she's not, like, bullying you about it, there should be no deal.
Right.
You know? Anyway.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. And, that's the context, too, with Denise. We see that Steven is working at Mr. Fisher's firm, whatever it is. We see a crazy, intense, sexy Taylor and Steven scene. Like, that was crazy.
That one threw me for a loop for some reason.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he likes to sniff her belly button.
Yeah.
Does anybody want good?
That was like so wild, but
Yeah.
and like just to like understand that they are cheating on each other.
Yep.
Cheating with their own partners.
Right. Yeah. Oh, wait. And flashback to the Conrad therapy scene. When he flashes Belly in his head.
Golden.
Yes.
I forgot to say that.
Yeah. When you see Belly in the initial first season, that when Conrad sees her from his point of view, she's like cutesy, whatever. And then you see it now, like that was Belly's point of view of the situation. This one's Conrad. And that little thing, I'm like, it's crazy to me, all of this.
It's so crazy. Like, honestly, Jenny Han's mind is so similar to how Taylor Swift's Easter eggs are.
Swifty's sister. Like, they could be sisters.
Like, if they were paired together, magic would be happening. Like, watch Jenny Han's interviews. Not even like the cast. Watch Jenny's.
Yeah.
She's amazing. In that scene, we see the actual scene that is in the book of Jeremiah being like, "Want to hang out later?" And Belly's like, "No, we're gonna go to the library." Remember? It's like word for word. Like she's going to study with Annika and Taylor.
Right.
And then she gets her email to study abroad in Paris.
Wee!
And she's like, "Oh my God, am I gonna go? I'm not really like, I was really set on staying here." She says something about Jeremiah, and Taylor's like, no. What is on the table? Sour Patch Kids.
It's like details like that gets my heart racing that I didn't notice in the first one until I went on Twitter, to be honest.
Me too. Belly goes to Jeremiah and is like expecting her to like, or she was counting on telling him about study abroad, and then she comes into the dorm, and what is Jeremiah doing? He's pouting on his bed, being a fraud. He's not graduating right now.
Yeah, it's like we understand this. Here's my thing. I understand him being upset. I totally get that, and he doesn't know that she's about to has this thing. Right. But I do feel like that's always the case for Jeremiah. It's like a running theme. Oh my God, I'm not trying to sound insensitive, like not about his mom or anything. That's not what I'm saying. No. That like came out wrong. But like, do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like every time there's something like Belly, wants to talk to him about, or he's somewhere else within his own world.
Yep.
And that's not and again, I'm not really judging because I do think like he has a valid, if he just found that out, he shouldn't necessarily be like, all right, let's go fix it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
so
like,
I'm not,
it does take up the space of it.
I'm just saying.
And actually Belly does say it in another scene that we'll get to. Right. And she's like, okay, that's like unfair. You can't manipulate your mom every time.
Yeah, exactly.
So oh yeah, that's when Belly realizes that Taylor and Steven are hooking up again because she saw the pants in her room earlier. Yeah, she's like, wait, those are designer? So I guess he's like,
apparently Steven, that makes
bougie
sense
now.
Steven,
Yeah.
What, bougie?
Yeah, and then Belly says something about them cheating. And Jeremiah like turns away, and then
I'm like, could you act more guilty?
Yeah, which I actually didn't catch at first.
No.
Until I rewatched it again. I was like,
he like gives himself away throughout the entire thing. Every time
he sees so
Lacey,
bad.
He's like, get away. And
yes.
Every time like cheating is brought up, it's like one of those people where it's like, he turns away and he's like, I can't focus on the relationship right now.
Yeah, like makes it like a negative about them. Like I can't dissect them right now.
Right. And to me, it doesn't make sense because if you want to, like, for the greater picture of this all, he's saying that he didn't cheat and they were broken up. Why are you so sensitive when cheating comes up then? I'm just
guilty.
Guilty as sin.
It's so guilty. Also the big spoon thing.
Yep.
You pointed out.
Just wanted to throw it out there that Jeremiah was the small little spoon. Anyway.
And then we see Agnes and Conrad.
I love Agnes. I do.
Yeah. Okay. I know this is like the summer I turned pretty, but why is it making me so excited for fall right now?
I know.
I think it's because
dressed all cute in sweaters and stuff.
And like back to school, even though I think they're like about to graduate. So it doesn't really make sense.
No, I guess in spring. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But like, I think Agnes's vibe right now, like, and everything.
And her green with her beautiful red hair.
I just love her.
She
was perfectly casted.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, we meet Agnes. She's perfect. She delivers the news that her and Conrad have gotten into the job that they wanted. And together, she like messes with him and was like, I got in. And you did too.
Yeah. And my thing is with Conrad, like, even though he was upset because he was still like really happy for her, which I love so much. And I also think it's so like thrilling to see Conrad so happy and like at a good place seemingly.
Yeah.
Like just throughout everything, he just seems so like level-headed and it's like just kind-hearted and
kind-hearted. And no, and that's also a good point too, because like if even comparing the brothers, it's like when Belly talks about, or when Jeremiah talks about Belly, Conrad's not like, I can't talk about that. He's like, oh, how,
he,
or like
wishes the best for his brother.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
he doesn't even like turn or like make a face. But when the opposite's happening, Jeremiah's like,
yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I know.
So we love that Conrad.
I agree completely.
And he also alludes to his job's the priority and that he won't be going home basically.
I think that the whole thing of like why Conrad actually goes to Laurel and is like, I can't do this, is to kind of
very back and forth.
Yeah.
With it.
And I think it's to plant the thing of like, oh, we don't know if he's coming or not. He said he's not coming. And that's why he's not going to be up on the stage with Jeremiah. Because like in the book, that's kind of like what happened. They didn't know if he was coming or not.
And in the trailer, we only see
Jeremiah up there.
And
so I think that's why. Do you know what I'm saying? To kind of set it up. But then at the end, you know what I mean? We'll see. Whatever. But
yeah.
I'm just trying to think of like why.
And then we're going to get his point of view. So yeah. Emoting. And then we are at the senior frat finals freak out. FFFF.
Triple Fs.
Oh, Jeremiah's pouting that he's a super senior and like a Davis.
Everybody's looking at me.
Yeah, he's literally so dramatic about it. Literally like everyone's gonna know.
And I can't say that that's like so inaccurate from like his age of boys. I'm just saying like that does make unfortunately.
Which it is proven because Taylor's boyfriend comes up and was Davis and was like,
yeah,
sorry to hear.
So it's like that does validate him to me in a little bit. I was like, oh, I guess we'll travel fast, I guess.
Like, I'm just mean.
Yeah.
And then he's like, at least I have another semester with my girl.
She hasn't told him about Paris yet.
She doesn't want, And then she like pulls him for a chat.
Literally.
We see Lacey.
Yep.
Taylor's like, here's my friend. She studied abroad in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
which is crazy introduction to Lacey.
Crazy.
Just saying.
So crazy. That is also the scene that we see Jeremiah doing Twister, and Belly's on the sideline and has his phone and Conrad's calling and he's like, no, can you just answer it? I'm like, why would you you're stupid. Like, why would you do that?
It doesn't seem like something he would want either. Like, why would you want her talking to him?
That's what like on all parts, I feel like that was so weird.
Yeah.
Also, that she is wearing red sunglasses. That's a common theme in this. Red, blue, red, blue.
This is like what the streets are saying as well, is like Belly is wearing a lot of blue whenever she's with Jeremiah, but then anything that has to do with Conrad, she's wearing red.
Like even that scene, like she's not wearing blue, she just has the red sunglasses on.
Right, but it's just like little details like that that are quite fascinating to me at least.
And I can't wait to like
see if that like actually means something or real crazy.
Even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like it is for sure like
again, it seems like something Jenny would do, so.
Yeah.
Think of Conrad like answering that phone and it's Belly.
Like, because he was so not expecting it.
No, after he's already been like probably
very
thinking
nice
about her. Yeah, but like thinking about her because he thought he was gonna have to see her at like this ceremony.
Yes, he was like freaking out low key.
Yes, and it's the only reason he doesn't want to go to this memorial.
Yeah,
or is even like trying to get out of it kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know,
totally. Yeah, and he's like,
right. This is just a side note, but I want to say that Rain and Sean are some of the best actors in the show. Like I think Belly and Conrad are really good too, but their like dynamic together is really believable to me.
Even Belly and Steven.
Yeah, I agree. Like anything that they're in, I feel like feels better. I just want to say, like, I really just like them. Even in their interviews, they're like so cute. So.
No, I agree. Like I like them outside of this.
Yes, I agree. And again, I'm like someone who really could like do without the sailor scenes just because I'm like I'm like so up Conrad and Belly's ass, but like that's a me problem. But like I really do love them. Then of course they're going to dinner and Jeremiah had texted his dad about whatever happened, so his dad called him and then Belly was in the car, and I think probably Belly doesn't hear their dynamic a lot. I guess it doesn't seem like from that scene.
Yeah,
you know,
which we've seen in season 2 of like how Adam is to the boys, or to specifically both of them actually.
Yeah, can I just say I didn't think Adam was being like as brutal as he could have been for $20,000. I don't know. Maybe that's just like
I feel like that was pretty valid.
Can't relate to, but like I'm just saying like I'm picturing our mom. Just saying. It's like for something so stupid.
Yeah. It'd be like, no, you're moving home and like finishing it from your bedroom.
Yeah, you're working every day. It's not like, oh, when are you going to pick up life? No, you're going to be at my work every day paying me back.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that also, all of that kind of, I think, prefaces to that things are shifting. Like the plans are going to be changing. Okay. Jeremiah.
It's like prepping it. Yeah.
Will be suited up next to Steven at that thing throughout the summer.
Which it actually makes sense because is this a spoiler? You can cut this out. Don't Denise and Jeremiah end up together?
Is that what happens at the end of the book?
I don't know because that's what I've seen. I'm like,
or is that people's prediction?
Oh,
because that was the thing, like that she's like a love interest for Steven, but also Jeremiah. So there's like a different triangle that might happen. That's what people are speculating.
I cannot see that girl with like anyone.
She doesn't seem.
She's slayed.
Like she didn't seem interested in Steven. So maybe Jeremiah though. We'll see that dynamic.
Yeah, maybe she was a hot.
Maybe that will set us up for not feeling as bad for the ending of Jeremiah.
Yeah, someone has to come and swoop in.
Something's got to give. Yeah,
it's either Redbird or her.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, they were on the way to the dinner with Steven, right? And so then Jeremiah got upset by his dad, whatever, and then had to cancel on Belly, which
whatever.
Okay, good, because I wanted to see Steven and Belly alone. They're so good together too.
That was a really cute scene, and like it felt so real of like when things change in your family, of like Big Brother escort of like, let me catch up with you.
Yes.
Like I just found that really cute. Yes. Of like him checking in.
I agree. And you also really get the dynamic of like what Steven's opinions are on Jeremiah, or what he views Belly's opinions of Jeremiah as. Or you already think that Jeremiah is like basically a loser kind of thing. Like, he's messy and whatever. Yeah. And she confirms that, like, yeah, do I wish he didn't put his snot rags all over? Do I wish he put this toilet seat down? Whatever. And then that will come to fruition as well when she's with Conrad, whenever in the book, you guys,
like that's all you hear in the book,
right?
Like her
it's just
comparing.
Interesting that Conrad's so cleanly, like, and you get the point of view of like Conrad asking Agnes in the future to take off her shoes and stuff.
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah, that's so true.
But I want to say, like, in the car, Jeremiah was like giving Belly such a cold shoulder, and again, I understand somebody being upset, but I think taking it out on Belly is kind of crazy in my opinion. Again, when you're not 17 and 18, like back then, sure.
No, they're fully
21, 22 or whatever.
Yes.
It's like you have to regulate those emotions a little bit better, baby. She's the only one there for you.
The only one, and like just because you're embarrassed and you are feeling
right.
No, it's not our baby Belly's fault.
Free Belly, free Belly. The fact that Steven is on Adam's side in this, when obviously like Steven and Jeremiah have always seemed to have a great relationship and friendship. Obviously, seems like Conrad and Steven have always like bonded a little bit more, but like they were besties in all of season 1, and a lot of season 2.
Yes.
So to say like, well, Adam's right, like that was a stupid mistake. Belly confirms that the breakup is not a breakup to Steven as well. Like, well, you were broke up, and she was like, we weren't breaking up, we were like, whatever, blah 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 blah.
Stupid fight,
right?
Yeah.
And so that's fascinating to me. And actually, one of you guys said in the comments, which is genius. It got us thinking so much.
Yeah,
that parallel of like, we were broken up. No, we weren't broken up. We weren't. Ross and Rachel, hello, which would make sense because I feel at some point in time I remember Jenny Han talking about Friends. She has to be like, that makes sense.
Totally,
like that
it's her vibe. Really, like ever hear that breakup being compared to anything,
but
that was a good similar breakup.
We were on a break. They're at this party. Belly finally tells Jeremiah, and Jeremiah, I think this was a really good redeeming moment for him. In my opinion, I think he handled it really well. He was like really happy for it, and was like, "No, dude, you're going."
Yeah, that was nice. Like it could have gone either way because of like his past.
For sure. But
ways
it's like
of being.
Yeah. That's why I can understand Team Jeremiah. It's like when it comes down to it, he seems like a good person who loves Belly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so whatever. Then they were celebrating through the party, and then all hell breaks loose when Belly's in mirror applying her Glossier. She's a Glossier girl.
Was she applying that?
Yeah, it was the same shape of my lipstick, and there was Glossier all
I'm gonna
over.
get that.
Just saying. And it was a good color too.
Nothing influences me more than like if Belly or Taylor are wearing something.
Like the dress she was wearing in this scene,
the Reformation
one, so good,
so cute. I shouldn't.
So good. The little wedges that she ran in after.
Yes, so good.
She found out about the cheating scandal that we were just talking about. Yeah. So we all knew this was going to happen, of course.
Lacey, oh Lacey.
And my thing is, she walks up to Jeremiah. Like on my first watch, I was like, "This is perfect. Like this is exactly what it was meant to be."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just remember feeling like that, and I was like, it really felt so good. And we don't address hate here, but I just want to say, like, I think Belly, or Lola, I should say, slayed that scene.
Oh my God.
The whole thing of it. walking up to him.
The best thing I've ever watched. Like, it still just gets better and better.
I'm no cinephobe or whatever. Cinephile. Sorry, cinephile. I'm no cinephile or anything, but like I really appreciate her acting there. And so you know, then he follows her out while she's running away, tells her that he cheated on her, they had sex, like confirms that that's what happened in Cabo. Belly throws up and says like, you know, I've only been with one other person, and he gets like deflated and he's like, I know. It's like, okay, not now.
Not now, but that also did confirm for us our question.
It did too. It did. That's true. So now we know that she's been with both brothers. Just saying.
And we have a lot of questions.
Yeah. Let's unpack there.
Oh, I know someone commented and was like, that made them cry watching us cry to that scene.
I know.
And I was
I
like,
loved that.
We were dead.
I was like, I cried even more after when I was not with you.
Yes,
like,
I know. Me too.
It's so... Because it's just like when we've reread this book like every year for the past 12 years. And so it's like to see that
perfectly executed. And like the way Belly slayed that scene was like she ate it.
I agree.
Ate it up.
And I think Jeremiah even did like Gavin, I think he did great in that scene too. Like I think all in all that scene played out. Like the way that they walked into the thing and Lacey was there and she goes up and talks to Lacey and Jeremiah's like pulling her away basically. Like I'm like, how have Lacey and Belly not met yet? First of all, that's my question. But that's whatever. It's fictional. We're not going there.
Yeah.
But that, and then also like, can you be more obvious yet again?
I know. He's like, no.
I forgot about this too. When they're in the car driving there and they're like singing before that. Sorry, I'm like so scrambled. There's so much happening. But like them singing, you will, whatever they were singing the first time. Then at the party, you will always be my boo. Like, oh my God. And then
the singing part.
I will say I was hoping for a little bit different of a setup scene for the like, don't ever cut your hair kind of thing.
That didn't do it for me.
Belly didn't seem into it. Can I just say that?
I agree.
Is that bad to say?
Nope. It just felt off.
Verbally, it was so accurate to the book. Like it was word for word.
Yeah, it's like both.
Something there, a blockage there, with the witch scene, and
didn't love that.
It just wasn't as romantic as I thought it would be. But again, maybe that's just on purpose setting us up for the fact that count your motherfucking days, jellyfish.
Jellyfish. Yeah, maybe it's because we like right before that or after we saw him singing in the party. I'm like, so I guess that's probably the bullying statement.
Yeah,
that they needed.
I don't think he wanted to be singing that. That's all I think.
Well, I just don't understand why they're making them like sing at all in this series.
It's turning into like Riverdale. They're gonna start.
Remember the Conrad song?
Yeah,
with the guitar.
Yeah, it's like wait,
why are we doing that?
I don't know. If you have someone who's so down, like for a boy who's so down, you know what I mean? Like that makes the difference.
Or whatever.
Or someone like, I agree.
I know. I don't mean to be rude.
No, I agree though. And then, of course, we get the Agnes and Conrad scene that we've all been hoping and waiting for.
That was also perfect.
Yep. They're at the bar. Agnes is, they're celebrating their win of they're getting their job, And it's confirmed that Conrad is not a whore, first of all, because she's like whatever Jennifer wants to get wet with you kind of or she's ready for you, and he's kind of like brushed it off and he's like, no, like don't say that you. So it kind of alludes to the fact that Conrad hasn't really been dating for 4 years, and I think that in the book Agnes was like a love interest, kind of like they hooked up kind of thing, but we're friends.
We're not seeing that though, because in the book it was like we're hooking up, but like I don't even like her.
In the book, he was saying that about Agnes.
Like I feel. Right? It was something like that.
But she's like unique and interesting.
Yeah,
but
like
she's
unique
not
looking. Like,
okay.
Like her hair is like
like
an old woman's hair or something weird.
Oh, you're right. It was like very set up like that. Like
it's like friends with benefits.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But he wasn't interested in more than that. And then this, it seems like she's a really good friend. Also, she's gorgeous. So it's like, yeah, I get what you're saying.
They would be really cute together.
I agree, but it's okay. It's okay. Stop it.
In another world.
Yeah.
In another book.
Yeah. That's the spinoff. But they're talking at the bar, and so it alludes to the fact that Conrad has not been with anybody in 4 years. That's what I get out of that. I don't know, because he's stuck on Belly, and that's why I think her brain kind of goes to, have you ever been in love? Because with me, you didn't want to. Yeah, like you made it clear you weren't into like relationships with me. She kind of said that.
Yeah.
And then they start going down the conversation of like, have you ever been in love? You know,
that brave girl.
With you. This made sense because at first we were like, oh, they switched it from the book or like, whatever, where it says Belly. Isabel. And that was like a very, I don't know why it's imprinted in my brain, but
I know, same though.
Yeah, but you guys said it's because Agnes knows Belly already, like knows of Belly, and it's not like a first time of hearing her name kind of thing in the show. Whereas in the book, because there wasn't a big time jump, I think that was probably your first time hearing about
you're right. Because then after she's like, your brother's belly.
Yeah, like she knows everything. Okay. Like she's like on the
that makes sense.
It makes a lot more sense that way. And then also one of you guys said the bridge and good luck, babe. When you wake up next to him in the middle of the night with your head in your hands, you're nothing more than his wife. When you think about me all of those years ago, you're standing face to face with I told you so. While I think this is while they were talking, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Clark it. Good luck, babe.
That was fitting.
To be honest, like with Chaperone songs, I wasn't listening to the lyrics, so I was like, how does that fit in? Now, once you guys said that, it makes sense to me. Like the lyrics of that song, like that is so fucking Conrad.
It's so, yeah.
Inevitably.
And we got 2 Chaperone songs.
I know.
I didn't even put it together when you were watching it that we got that one too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was 2 in the moment or something.
Yeah. And I wasn't expecting, but it makes sense. Then we get your brother's girlfriend, and he was like, she was my girlfriend first.
Like territorial.
Yep.
He said, no, that's mine.
Yep. And then she says, have you just been pining after her this whole time? And he doesn't say no, mind you. He doesn't say no.
What does he do? Just like,
I know
he's
just
like, I have to go.
Yeah, basically. And then he kind of like went into like how he had to keep it all together kind of thing. And then it goes to the flashback scene of them all at the beach, which is also from the trailer.
Which everything is in blue. Belly's in a blue bathing suit, a blue top, everything.
And I would like to say that Conrad makes a point to say like they were trying to, hold it together and not like put it in his face. But in that flashback, Jeremiah was trying to kiss on Belly and stuff right in front of Conrad. Yeah. But Belly was the one kind of like...
Yeah, being shy about it.
Yeah.
Or like more,
respectful.
Yes. And that was like the point I was saying earlier too, of like in that flashback specifically, you can see like Conrad like being still happy about it.
Yeah.
Not happy, but like he's not like...
Yeah, like, he was like faking it really well.
Yeah, even though I think he like looked away in it or something. But
he
like,
wasn't, like staring
in comparison of Jeremiah acting of like when they were together,
You're so right.
At Thanksgiving, I think.
Yeah, he's
that
like,
one
I
time.
can't be here.
Yeah, he's like, I can't be here.
I agree.
I can't.
I agree.
So it's just interesting.
Conrad said like basically that he had never told Belly that he loves her, which I thought you knew, whatever. But like,
it's all making sense.
Yeah. But I
thought you knew.
And then when Conrad walks out, I noticed this one before I even went on Twitter, and then I searched it up, and people had already noticed it, of course. But I was like, oh my God, did I find something for the first time?
Such a beautiful thing.
I know, I'm so ignorant. Okay, the menu at the bar says Polar Bear something. Polar Bear blue, whatever. Yeah, Polar Bear Blue Band or something playing. And I was like, oh, interesting. Just saying.
Yeah.
Also, going back to like when Belly found out and ran out of the bathroom, Lacey looked and all of her friends looked like, oh shit. Like they knew that Belly shouldn't know this information. Right. In my opinion. So to me, it sounds like Jeremiah like told them not to say anything or like knew that they were together kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. I'm like, why would they all be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than just like, oh, like, maybe it's just the look on Belly's face or something. But her running off to You're Losing Me. Hello.
Oh my God, what? We forgot.
You guys, do you even know, like, in my opinion, the lyrics of that song make so much sense with that. See, this is me painting their relationship.
How can you say that you love someone you can't tell is dying?
I gave you all my best me's. This is her bridge, honestly.
Fighting in only your army. Front lines, don't you ignore me. I'm the best thing at this party. You're losing! I didn't even put that together! Nothing I love more in life is like when something is perfectly executed like in my brain to like something else.
I agree.
Like a song match.
Yes.
What are you gasping at?
Because I wouldn't marry me either. A pathological people pleaser.
Only wanted you to see her.
That's crazy. I didn't even like go there because like I was like just going to the fight.
That's her song.
It's a deeper cut than that, babe.
Girl, that's her song.
Wow. I don't know, but all in all, I was really happy with the first episode personally.
Me too. I really
felt satisfied.
Me too.
So I don't know.
Amazing, epic.
Yeah. Well, you can't like done. I couldn't have asked for more.
No.
Truly. I don't think I could have at least. And then of course we go into episode 2, which I will say
Last Christmas. That's what it's called.
That was a good title. Last Christmas, which I don't know, I thought we were going to have to wait a little bit longer for that. I don't know why.
Me too.
I didn't know where
excited.
it was going to fit in with like the flashbacks.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
But then at the same time, I thought that I thought we would have already had the garden ceremony by now. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. My brain's fuzzy. But
me too.
Anyway.
Okay, so it starts off. Belly is in her room, in her dorm bed, crying. We see her crying, which I love to see that because that was like the emphasis on in this book.
Yeah.
it was like she was like, I stayed in my room for a whole week or whatever, like days. Crying, sobbing. Then we see the flashback to the breakup before spring break in Cabo. Jeremiah gets an email about a flight, and Belly is like, since when are you going to Cabo? And she realizes the frat boys and sorority girls are going. He just didn't tell her.
Right.
And was like, well, you can come.
And people said, so you didn't see the email for your classes, but you saw that Cabo notification.
That's so true.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And like,
hit it up on there.
He was moody in the scene again.
And
audacity.
Actually, I think somebody said, wait, did somebody in our comments or somebody on Twitter said, oh, you're getting there?
We have a screenshot, I think, is what you're talking about.
Yes. Should we bring it up now? This one had me thinking that literally for so long last night when we got it.
Yeah. Rewatching the Cabo fight scene, Belly said he's been in a bad mood or whatever since he saw his dad. And we don't know why, except he said he visited his mom's grave. Is it possible his dad mentioned that Conrad was in Cousins over Christmas? He doesn't want to tell Belly he knows that she was with Conrad. Staged a fight and a breakup, hooks up with Lacey, then later he may use that against Belly to justify an argument about Conrad. Can't remember in the book if how he finds out, but they were together during Christmas.
And I feel like in the book there was something like at the end of the book when they were like kind of deciding whether or not they're going to get married or whatever, and he was like I know about you seeing Conrad at Cousins.
I know he said that.
He did. That was a thing, but I don't know when he found out in the book about it, like if it was before Cabo or after, and like that's why that was him retaliating or what. But I'm pretty sure that like that changed my brain chemistry because I'm like, wait, that is so true. If not even that, just in general, I think he knew about at the Christmas thing, like at least by their breakup. I think
probably
like their like second breakup, closer to.
And if he's been to. And like the whole crossword puzzle we'll get into, like it just prompts everything to like for that 2 line.
Sure.
Of like there's a whole note of like Belly, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it was so nice seeing you.
Like there's just a lot of detail.
Right.
Yeah, he gets defensive. He literally is like, well, come if you want. And like if you know, you don't want anyone saying that.
No.
You don't want a friend, a sister, a boyfriend. Like
you can come if you want. Oh, I just didn't think you would want to come.
Like what do you mean if I want? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And also it's like, no, if you wanted her here, you would have had her there.
It's so true.
If he wanted to, he would.
It's so true. He's low-key manipulative, also saying his
I wrote that too.
Like low-key. Like,
he was being such a prick. Like
in a lot of these scenes, he's like manipulating.
Yeah, because let's say that was the case and he found out that Belly had seen Conrad. Why would in that moment, instead of being like, we're over, being like, hey, did you see Conrad at Cousins? Because meanwhile, they didn't do anything. So, of course, I don't know. There's like, that's a deep hole to get into. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. How old are we?
I know. That's what I want to know. Like how he's thinking. Because he's like just guilt tripping her.
Yeah.
Into the dead mom's grave. Come if you want. Things get heated. She also says like, oh, I don't hate the frat.
She's like, I never said that.
I never said that. And then she's like, sorry, I'm not. Oh, he said, sorry, I'm not an overachiever like Conrad or whatever. And then, again, comparing, why are we bringing this up?
Yes. And again, if that was the case, say something about Conrad, like, that, whatever. You don't even get the why are you?
Yes.
Why?
And she flexes being like, don't
put your inferiority complex on
me. Yeah. Her acting in that scene, too, amazing. Every
agree.
scene, but, like, there are a few scenes where I'm like.
She did not dump him. He dumped her, might I add.
He put it on. That's what I'm confused about.
Maybe we shouldn't be together anymore.
Oh, did it?
You did it.
Because I was confused by that
That's
too.
That's what I'm saying. Because I thought, oh, Belly was like, okay, like, no, we just can't be together. We need to take a break kind of thing. I thought that's how it was in the book. If anyone should be feeling that way, it's Belly. That's what I'm saying. Like, none of it added up. It's, never mind. I'm not saying that. But, like, I was going to say I'll cut it out. But, when you're on your period and you don't think rationally.
She also said she went home for spring break and he never texted. Taylor is going to New York City for an interview, which we see before that. We hear about how that's when Taylor and Steven rekindle is in New York, but we
ran
see
into
that
each
after
other.
Jeremiah comes to visit Belly again. She's significantly in a blue sweater. Ralph Lauren.
Right.
I want that.
That is cute.
He comes to say sorry, and he had a bad week and took it out on her.
Because he's guilty. Because he just stuck
So
it with someone else.
guilty.
Yes.
And also, what do male manipulators, all manipulative, guilty people do? They bring back a gift.
A gift!
That's what
and
they
it's
do.
always the
It's
shittiest
give-
gift.
it's
It's
giving-
never
giving
Cartier.
bull.
Yes.
They say they love each other, and it's like, okay, are we back together? And they're like, yeah, we're
Listen,
so bad.
Belly's
like,
stronger and better
we
than
were
me.
never done.
We were never done. And he, his
He was like about
heart
to say
dropped
it.
to his ass.
Right? Because I think he
Yes.
prompts like, hey, Belly.
Yeah.
And
But
then
my
doesn't.
thing is Belly is so overly generous with her like forgiveness that I feel like, why wouldn't you tell her? You have somebody. Do you know what I'm saying? You have
Like,
somebody who
if
you
she's
don't.
doing that already, like
Right.
over Cabo,
Right.
Like, she'll
In my opinion, that was his chance, and he deducted it to what he did.
flashback again.
Oh, yeah.
Belly is back crying in her dorm. Present time, I believe. Taylor comes to visit, and Annika's like low-key savage to her, being like,
I know. I was like, there's a lot of animosity between
so
them.
this took me a long time to figure out, and like now it's making sense, because Taylor is like, she runs into Jeremiah and was like, now I'm in trouble and she doesn't want to see me because I'm guilty by association, because
Right.
Lacey's in the sorority, so like
Right.
they're thinking like she maybe knew,
Oh, right.
even though she didn't.
Yeah. It didn't seem like Belly thought that way, but
Which
whatever.
I don't know. I'm a little confused on that.
I know. And Annika's big balling
Right.
Taylor a little bit. You know, like those friends who like I don't know. I've had that before.
I have too. Like,
You know
I know
what I
what you're
mean?
talking about when you're like,
Yeah, where it's like someone's been their friend for longer, but then there's like the new friend who they're like
It's like,
closer because they live together, and
back
she's
off.
like, I know Belly better. No, and she's like, here's her sandwich, just the way she likes it. Make sure she eats it. And
Yeah.
I was like, yes, Taylor.
like
You know
Taylor's
what?
like, here, babe. To notice also in the background of Annika, there's a Bye Bye Birdie poster, which is a musical from like what, the 40s, 50s, I don't even know.
I don't know.
And there's also a Sabrina poster we see, I think, in a different scene,
Yeah.
that's also in the dorm room.
Right.
But I'm putting them together so we can just talk about it here.
Right.
Bye Bye Birdie has a song, or the love interest is Conrad, and they have a song, look it up on Spotify or Apple Music, called We Love You, Conrad. We love you, Conrad.
Love you, Conrad.
And then it goes like, we hate you, Conrad.
Yeah, that's like so sick.
So crazy. And then the Sabrina poster again, like they watched that with Cameron at the drive-thru. At the drive-thru. At the drive-in.
At the McDonald's.
Also say the Sabrina thing. There's a theory with the one poster of the Summertime Pretty poster, the recent one.
Yeah.
And it's like the same layout as
Right.
Sabrina.
Sabrina, yeah. The posters.
I don't know. It's just some Easter eggs that are kind of fun. We also see the clip of like Jeremiah saying, please text me back. I hate myself.
Did you see the thing where somebody sent it in their group chat and they're like, what? Jeremiah said that to Huda? And they're like, dude, what?
So
this is for
funny.
the summer I turned pretty. And your Love Island person, you know.
It's so funny. The
That is
crossover.
crazy timing how those are aligning.
It's so fun. And he tells Steven off, like he's a big baller.
I would assume she doesn't
You're a
like
Nepo
him 'cause
baby.
he's Nepo dad.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's
Makes
what I
sense.
think. Yeah, I don't know. I just think I'm yawning with them,
Yeah.
with that whole situation.
I think it's probably tied up now. I think that
Yeah.
that's what they had to do with to like kind of
Yeah.
tie Taylor. That would
Just no
actually make
more.
sense to tie them off for like a little bit to
And
focus
come
on the rest of
back.
them.
So true.
That would make sense to me.
That would make
So
sense.
Taylor, you know what I mean? Like cut that off.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know.
come back to it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that, we see Belly and Annika walking through campus after the breakup. See, this
Yeah.
is where I'm getting confused because there's
I
like
know,
two
two
different
breakups.
breakup timelines.
Yeah. And can I just say, like the 4-year jump, they didn't really like look very different, any of them. Like
I think that's
Belly's
too
hair was a
confusing
little
me.
bit darker. Jeremiah looks almost the exact same. Hair's a little bit shorter, but I guess I get it. Like,
Put
how
some
much are they going to change?
Put some
in 4
glasses
years?
on these people.
Yeah, all of a sudden they're just right. We're gonna get there with Jeremiah. Oh! I loved Belly's outfit in this with the sweatpants and the top and like the red varsity jacket.
That was cool.
Red varsity jacket. While
We're
she's
back at it with
mourning.
Red. Yeah, she's mourning. She calls Laurel to be like, can you overnight my passport or my birth certificate? And Laurel's like, hi.
Hello.
We see a lot of trailer clips in this.
Yes,
Where
the
it's
flashbacks.
like everything.
We were right. About the
Flashbacks and
echoes.
echoes.
Who would have thought all of the times Jeremiah and Belly were happy they were flashbacks?
I know. Who knew? Who was going to tell her? Finally talking to Annika about how terrible the breakup is. She's saying how now she can't go to the memorial. She might not even go to Cousins again. Telling her mom, like she's freaking out.
Yeah.
I Wish I Hated You started playing once, like, yeah, everything was a lot. It was a lot.
Wait, I Wish I Hated You by who?
I Wish I Hated You. Ariana.
Yes, that was a good one, actually.
That was a really good one.
I liked that. I didn't expect that one.
No, I put every other song of Ariana.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like.
She says seeing Jer everywhere from when they were golden also, which was interesting. She does say
I did notice that too.
Back at it again. And also in the trailer, or no, in the first episode, we didn't say that, but Steven says, we're burning daylight, people.
Yes, I noticed that too.
And I think we said it in the vlog, and I thought he said burning, or we're going to daylight or something like that. Like, I don't know, they named something.
It was interesting, the use of words.
Yeah, but they are really going into it.
Yeah.
We also see Belly going to get her passport. Annika is saying, since they were on a break, technically it wasn't cheating. However, it kept from her. He kept it from her, which is like the guilty part.
Right.
And then Belly was like, well, he's guilty. Like, I'm also kind of guilty. Like, that's what she was saying.
Oh, I get it.
And then we see the flashback.
She felt guilty in that moment when she was saying that. Mm-hmm. It was the whole point of like, well, why wouldn't he tell you kind of thing if he wasn't guilty? And then she's like, wait. I didn't even put that together. And then she flashed back to the Christmas scene.
It took me until I think I rewatched it like 3 or 4 times.
And then
to like do all my notes.
Yeah. No, that makes so much sense why that flashback happened then.
Yes.
Because I was like, yes, you're so right, Annika.
Because it didn't make sense. But she was like, well, I have something guilty to be guilty about.
That was a really good transition to with the flash.
It was the flash, yeah. And she had a secret. She said she has a secret too. Last day after Christmas, when she went home to cousins.
I was so happy the way they did. Like that.
It was so good.
Like, you guys, that was like book moment perfection.
Like him dropping the candy cane and be like, Belly.
Like.
Belly sees Jeremiah after the breakup, after Lacey turns and runs, and he's apologizing. We see him on his knees for like a minute
plural knees.
Have you seen the clip of like her walking back over here?
Yeah.
And he's still on the knees, like in the back
no,
of
I
the
didn't I didn't see that.
So
I just saw the Shane Dawson Ryland.
That's all I think about too.
I didn't put that together.
Which again, have we talked about the one knee? No, we haven't talked about the one knee with Conrad yet. But like later on, we see him on one knee, and like it is a little bit interesting.
I just wonder, why are you on your knees there?
He says, "I'll tell you anything," and she asks, "How many times did it happen?" And he says, "Twice." And I cried in the shower after. Okay, twice? You cried in the shower twice?
After both times?
Oh.
And that's my thing, is like that adds to the validity of the cheating thing to me, because it's like one time, okay, whatever. Then 2, it's like, was it back to back? Like,
that's what I
whatever?
think. It ruins it.
But because it's like, no,
I can't feel
one
bad.
time's a mistake, 2 times a choice, definitely. Like,
even if you're drunk in Cabo on a break. I don't know.
Something is not
this
adding
is Belly.
up to me. Right.
And she walks away as he's on his knees, and she says she can't forgive him, and he wasn't supposed to hurt her. We also see Dr. Conrad, and they're at the first day of their job.
Also a really great scene. Walking in with that music, he was all like,
Agnes by his side, and he's doing really, really bad, and he's really nervous, and Agnes is like taking over, being kind of too like that person, like overdoing it.
It's like, okay, fucking chill.
And who is you?
It all works out.
Yeah. The parents rekindling.
Okay. I just wonder, certain things I didn't feel were necessary, but again, overall I do like them, so it's whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, and again, it didn't happen in the book.
I guess they needed a reason to see like why Laurel and John wouldn't be there, and so that would be like the most valid reason. I don't know.
That's true. We also see the car accident scene. Taylor ends up going to dinner with Steven, but like midway of driving, she's like freaking out because Steven says, I broke up with Mia. Yeah. Mia, right? We also never see Mia, which is interesting. He gets slammed by a truck and is in a coma. And Belly starts freaking out with Taylor, being like, how am I supposed to know everything? The parents are answering because they're drunk together.
Right.
And doing some other things.
Yeah.
Taylor says she will call Conrad. Actually, I'm pretty sure Belly asks, can you call Conrad?
Yeah. I think that's what it was, because she was like, can you like, that's what she says. I'll call do you want me to call Jeremiah? And she's like Belly was like wishing that she could just do it, but then she was like, and then she's like, do you think you could call Conrad too?
Yeah. Which like, to like, me, that goes further of like you need Jeremiah for like support, but like
But you know,
in
that
a bigger
Conrad
scenario,
would be,
is like he
more
knows
helpful.
Yeah, he's gonna be more productive and like in all ways, even across the country.
Yeah. That is a great point.
And I like that.
Yeah, I liked that too.
He says, I'll come on the next flight. He's like about to drop anything. And he's like, where are they admitted? Or where is he admitted? Ask how Belly is. And Taylor's like, she's fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, stop.
Taylor's out to get us.
I know. Taylor really is like, has always been that girl.
Yeah. And that's my one thing I will say about Taylor. Like, come on. I love you, Taylor, but what?
Because it's like, and Conrad like believes her.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he definitely feels bad.
Right. Okay. On our first watch of this, you guys heard us kind of say, like, why are they doing this Steven and Taylor scene? Like, why are they giving Steven an accident? Like, why are they taking up so much space for this? But you guys made comments and you made so much sense in them. Let me read it. Steven's accident provides a reason for Belly to forgive Jeremiah so quickly. She's in an emotional place, life's too short kind of thing, and means both of their heads aren't particularly clear when the proposal is happening. So on his part too. But they're jumping in to an engagement because they both have been feeling sad, guilty, and scared, and think this will put them back in a happy place without doing the harder work involved, which makes so much sense. And then also, Steven's accident was probably to give legitimacy to Jer and Belly's emotional decision to get married, and also delay Staylor, which we knew it was endgame, like, which they'll probably end up together, but again, they need space in the actual TV show to show Conrad and Belly and Jeremiah, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, go
throughout
through
the middle of
things,
it.
Yeah,
so that does make sense. And the
true.
timing of everything is a little bit different than the book, but I kind of like it for us book girlies. It's something like new and exciting, like I mentioned before. Another one of you said, I think the Steven accident mainly was for the sake of the Taylor and Steven story because it made her confess about her feelings and fears while he was unconscious, and when he woke up they switched. So we know Taylor's in love with Steven, trying to play it cool, so maybe it'll make sense later on. And again, to give us a break from them where we can't split the screen time. You can't split it between three couples actually.
Yeah. So maybe it's gonna stop for a sec, or
that's
be smaller.
What I think, but I also think like for the greater purpose of Belly and Jeremiah's engagement, because in the book, like as I sat on it, I was like, yes, that makes sense, because in the book we were still like, what the flying fucking fuck, Belly? All it takes is for somebody to come to you with a ring and like get on his knee. They needed something to be like, okay, you know, something happened. They're emotional, whatever, and I get it now.
Yeah, it does.
That's
make it more. And we're gonna stick to that.
We have to.
Like, I'm gonna have to.
We have to.
So I'm actually dying to see what happens in the next with that, like how much we'll see of it.
I agree. When Taylor was on the phone with Conrad, she was kind of alluding to like the doctor being an asshole, because that guy was. He was just like, look at the paperwork basically. And so Conrad, of course, is so helpful. He's like, what hospital are you in? Maybe I can help.
He always knows what to do.
Like, seriously. And then he actually follows through with his word and helps. Asks the doctor, which has to be hard to do if you like first day on the job. You already know she's not really happy with you. Yeah. She's scary. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, actually they're a friend of a friend. Makes a call, whatever. And you see that like progress, because there's a new doctor that comes out, like the head of neurology, and she's like super nice and sweet, and like took them back to the room and stuff. And so it's like, it's just showing you how good Conrad is for Belly, like in
effective.
Her life. But everybody in her life, not only Belly. That's the thing. It's like maybe Jeremiah's really good to Belly, but like for the greater purpose of the fam, let's.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think even Taylor says in that scene of like, don't worry, Jeremiah won't talk to you. He's just here to sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm like, great.
Sleep like this? He's not sleeping. Oh my God, you guys! I don't think we added that in the vlog, but
we freaked out.
I was about to like run away from home.
He literally is that trend on TikTok with the Ariana Grande, whatever. I keep forgetting the sound. He's that. Why was he sleeping like that?
Back to positive things, though. You know, Conrad got fired, which I'm so sorry, Conrad. But look, now your schedule's all clear and you can go to the memorial.
See you soon.
See ya. And you know, that's what I find so fascinating about this is I'm like, I could never be a writer, screenwriter. It takes so much interest, like, to think like this.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, damn, like, I feel bad. Like, no,
it means he'll be home for the summer.
Home for the summer. Just so happens that Steven's okay. It's kind of like one of those, you know, like every teen drama that has like the faux pregnancies.
It's
teen
like
pregnancy.
There's a whole episode dedicated to like the accident, just for him to wake up the next day and be like, I'm going.
I got my period. And it's like, oh, okay. Greater purpose, we get it. But Steven is okay. It ends up. And
he's like, yeah, I was just in a coma.
Right. And then just so happens after that, Laurel wakes up. after hooking up with John, they're naked in the bed. She sees Belly was freaking out, calling her and texting her, and Laurel felt so bad, and I felt bad. Like, Laurel did such a great job acting in that scene too.
Yeah, they were great.
You see Belly also thanking Conrad for his help with it, and you could see like, scroll up a little bit, and you see her like saying Merry Christmas or whatever, and the gif that she sends him is red. So I'm just saying, like, not everything can be a coincidence. That's like where I am as a Swiftie too, like, clown or not. Not everything can be.
Yeah, not everything, and maybe everything is connected,
right? At the same time.
And I do wonder if Jeremiah's ever saw that text.
I know,
because it's still in her phone
and look.
I'm just saying, like, that's not like a thing to write off.
No, that's a very, very valid point.
Because it's like, it's so clear, God. Like, I think she said, like,
maybe
I locked
he saw
up.
her text.
Yeah.
You're saying that.
Maybe.
Because what did she say? She say, like,
she said,
good to see you.
Yeah, she said, I locked up Merry Christmas. Like, the next day.
So right, Jamie, you little fucking genius. Oh my God. I could get, like, I'm calling them the fanny flutters. I get the fanny flutters thinking about this Christmas scene.
I keep rewatching it.
I do too.
Perfect. It's perfect in every single way, down to her pajamas and slippers.
Yep. 100% accuracy, in my opinion. I couldn't have asked for anything else.
No,
and the things
me
they left
either.
out, I thought were nice. Like, okay, you know, they were having their kikiing, whatever. Then this morning, or no, they go to bed. In the morning, she thinks Conrad left, which was in the book, and runs down, trips, hurts herself, and Conrad pops up with his wet hair because you look so romantic with wet hair.
Like, does anyone remember? They did that on purpose.
And somebody said that there's like a lineup of all of the Jenny Han, like Laura Jean and Peter as well, and XO Kitty.
Yes, there's
so
like a falling trope of like them looking at each other.
Love it.
Okay.
Still here. Nope. And she was obviously so giddy, but I think, again, like I said, Lola, I loved her acting in that. I think it was so funny.
That's what cute. I know. She did it like so perfectly.
She was
so belly, so good.
Yes. And I'm just saying, you don't get to see her like that with, like, we haven't gotten to see her like that in a long time, and especially not with Jeremiah. And so I loved seeing her like that. I loved seeing Conrad so happy, like, throughout this entire Christmas scene. Like, I just feel like I haven't seen them, like, again, like, really spending this quality time together, like, enjoying each other's company like this, like, quality time, even just as friends.
More on that, because, like, that's, in my opinion, that scene showed to me, like, Belly, like, hasn't grown up in a way, or like, not grown up, but like, she still has that belliness to her, that feral cat energy, where she's like, can be like playful, and it's like with Conrad, but like when she's with Jeremiah, she's playing like house.
Yes, she has to like be the strong.
She's like, I love you, and like wants to like be the girl.
Yeah, she has to be like the caretaker kind of thing. Yeah,
and
for
like,
sure.
I just think that scene made it so clear.
I agree,
and I loved
it. I totally agree. And when obviously he picks her up, mind you. Okay, jumping ahead too, he gets on a one knee to pick her up.
Just saying,
bridal style. Walk through the doorway, and meanwhile she's saying like, "Oh, you can't pick me up. I'm too heavy." Which, again, if you didn't read the book, in the book, she initially says like, you can't pick me up, like, I gained weight, basically. Steven told me I gained weight, or I'm looking bigger, or whatever. I gained freshman 15 kind of thing. Yeah. And he was like, no, you look the same. And so in the book, I'm glad that they like modernize that. Like, I just feel like that's not really like a topic of conversation. Like, you know what I mean? Could turn the wrong way. Like, for
I agree.
Audiences.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, and compare it to like anti-hero.
No, it literally is that. Like,
the
when you
scale
say things
scene.
like that, it's not like objectively like a toxic thing to say, like, but it could be taken as that, and also could just be like not the right time and place. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad like they kept it how they did. Like, they didn't include anything, but she was just like,
but still, like, you can't carry me.
You can't carry me.
Yeah. And he's like, God damn, I like, sure, I
I'm
can't.
not. That was another scene where I was like, see, he doesn't have like a weird face about talking about Jeremiah.
No, he's like, okay, yes, he can do this better than me, but like, whatever. I agree completely.
I like that.
And so then he picks her up, mind you, like, I was like, damn, how did he pick like an adult human up like that? But he did. And takes her over, and it was so beautiful.
I wish I could watch that at a movie theater on a big screen.
We should get a projector before next week.
We should rent out.
Wait, can we do that?
A movie theater to have a watch party? Just
can we do that?
I think so. We just need probably $2,000.
The next morning they wake up, they're hanging out, they're like working on his little puzzle he's doing because he's so astute, and you know, like, what word is this? And she helps him with it, and they're both intellectuals, and it's so cute. What were you
Is this
say?
when Mystery of Love was playing?
I think it's
Or about to.
Either was about to or started, and I like
freaked
still
out.
cannot get over that. You guys know how much of like Call Me by Your Name heads we are, and just have that in like our other like that's crazy crossover, but also like the song in general.
So much.
Thank you, Jenny. I will never be able to repay you for this.
And it's like I love that they did it at a wintry scene, like Call Me by Your Name. Like they're not like they're both summery things.
No, but they both give the same fucking feel,
same summery vibe, but like at the coastal beach house. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
The fireplace.
Actually. Yeah, that's a good point.
Also, we didn't say like the fireplace thing where he like alludes to like, let's turn on the fireplace, and then he's like, I don't think we can.
No, and he's like, no, because he gets a flashback, but then she gets a flashback at the exact same time. Crazy. Then obviously you see like the next morning Conrad leaves, and Belly looks at the crossword puzzle, and there was like one unanswered, and people are saying that it looks like it was like erased, and the still was there, like that. Right?
Yeah.
Because the answer of the thing was, or what is the name of the best-selling book by author Jenny Han or whatever, and it's like P.S. I blank love you, and it's still, which is just crazy. Again, that crossover, but also just in general the fact that like he would leave that one open, like still love you.
Yeah.
And then she fills it in.
She filled it in.
You guys, I wish you could like feel what goes on inside of my stomach.
He filled it in too.
I know.
Just
and
erased it.
And he's like, maybe that's weird. Maybe that's how it was.
Probably. And then never mind, you go on.
No, go.
I was gonna say the sticky note. Like, I'm just getting so excited.
No, I wasn't even gonna say that. So good.
There's a sticky note he left.
Yes, and
for
he's
Belly.
Nice seeing you, Conrad. Whatever. Merry Christmas. And so it's like, this is where the theories come in. Did Jeremiah see the sticky note, saying, you know what I mean, alluding to? I would assume Belly kept that, knowing Belly or whatever, left it there or something. Leave it there, right? Or you see Belly on the phone the night before. She wasn't able to tell him like that Conrad was there because like the phone broke up or whatever. I don't think she was gonna do it anyway. But and Conrad like notes that she didn't. So I'm like wondering, he probably told his dad where he was, and so it's like, did his dad tell? You know what I mean? Like when Jeremiah was like, oh, Belly's at the cousin's house or whatever, beach house.
Yeah.
And then the dad's like, oh wait, Jeremiah was there. You know what I mean? It could be that.
Yeah, because I think in that
could be the text.
Conrad was like, yeah, I'm staying here because they're trying to figure out my flight.
Yeah.
To wherever they were.
Right. So it's like they know.
They know he was there.
So they put it together, but then Jeremiah was probably just waiting for Belly to say something. I
can't wait to see like how this unfolds.
I know.
Like, we're gonna see it.
We are.
So
soon. For sure. Oh my God. It makes me like giddy. Like you mentioned earlier, they're watching Casablanca on their little thing, and they're like actively debating about the movie and like the love stories and things.
We should watch
it. We're researching that. Yeah, it's like a
because it's like another triangle love story. Like, how many are there that Jenny Han like has referenced?
Right.
It's so fun
insane.
and cool.
Oh wait, and you guys said something actually about that, because I don't know much about it, but
me neither.
So interesting that Belly was watching Casablanca because it's about a love triangle. Hello. And Rick and Isla have a Parisian love affair, and literally the iconic line "We'll always have Paris" is from that movie, which the parallel to the book title "We'll always have summer," which again, if that's in there, I would assume Jenny Han, like, that could be like a reference to that.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And on the couch when they were watching it, Conrad was fighting, or was like saying like, I like them more.
Yeah.
So that I want to watch it because I want to see what
is he rooting for? I agree. Which couple is he rooting for?
Because I know that means something that I just don't know.
No, I totally agree. He's like the patriarch, whatever.
Yeah.
He's
very passionate about
that. Is a good point. After that, whatever, they are playing Mystery of Love through that whole thing, and then you cut to Conrad at his apartment with headphones
listening
on.
To it.
Taste. Mystery of Love.
He would be listening to it.
He would be. I agree. And then you see Agnes come over, and he tells her, take off your shoes. She's like, fuck off. Like, I'm going to be here 2 minutes. Then she sits down and starts braiding him about his emotions, basically. And he needs that. He needs a friend. I think that shows what a good friend she is. Like, that she's kind of like, you need to address your emotions because you're like letting it seep into your life, which is a constant theme of Conrad. And so I think it's nice to have someone right there telling him brutally honestly.
I think he needs that.
I agree completely.
It seems that way.
I think a lot of people need that, and that's very valid of her to do, and shows she cares about him. And I also think it's great for us because I think that that's actually what's going to get his ass to Cousins for this memorial.
It's going to kick it into place.
Kind of like, you can't run away from your feelings. You have to address them at some point, and like, you can't like let these things. So I think in his head, because you see like when he was at his therapist, he was kind of like in his head like, I don't want to go to this thing kind of thing, and like he's nervous about it clearly.
Put it,
and without Belly, there's no way he would be nervous or care. So
no, but like he also wouldn't say Which that just reminded me, I think we get to see like the shaving leg scene too. If that
I think that's next episode, babe.
Yeah, I think that's coming
That's
up.
in my predictions for next episode. Just saying. Oh, we didn't play bingo yet. We got to pull out our bingo thing. Yeah. And then essentially Steven officially calls things off with Taylor after he wakes up. And that is where we were kind of left off.
I just like, I feel like if Taylor didn't go home and change and like would have been like all messed up, I think he would have been like, oh, you were here all night.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Like
yeah, because that's the thing. It set him up to like look so nice and whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Because it made her look more like, oh, you're okay.
And then we have the engagement scene, you guys. I never wanted to like scream more at a television. I don't think. Because, okay, let's run it down. They're talking, big blah, 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 blah. Okay, she's starting to forgive him. You're like, wait a second, Belly, where's this going? Where's this going? And then he's like, I just can't imagine my life, whatever, without you. And then he's like having this like revelation, like you can watch it like as he's talking, and then she's kind of already there, you feel like, where
which
she's
is like the weirdest part to me, because she's like, I bet I know.
Yeah. She's like,
I'm like, how did you know though?
And he's like, try
because you were thinking that.
Why were you thinking that? And it's like,
I just thought that was no.
I don't know. There again, traumatic event that just happened. I understand
At the hospital.
it's an emotional thing, yeah. But like, let's look at the factors here. You're proposing to her outside of the hospital. You don't get on one knee. She has to say basically like I feel like that she steamrolled that whole thing to where like I don't know if he even like wants to do that. Like, would,
I know.
like that's what I wonder. Would he have done that if she weren't kind of like
prompting it,
giving that aura off? Like she was like telepathically like sending that to his brain.
It gives me the same vibe of like someone breaking up with like the girl.
Yeah, being like, I just don't know if we are good together.
But
kind
like
of thing,
making the girl say, doing it,
okay,
or
let's
whoever.
fucking break
Yeah.
up. I get what you're saying.
Yes,
yeah.
making the other person break up with them for for it to be like be
right. It's like
better.
she was like prompting the
like,
engagement.
why are you,
like you're wanting it.
I'm like, wait,
but that's what I said, because I was like, she basically proposed to him because she like alluded to, again, no ring, no nothing. In my opinion, in a normal situation, have that little thing, but be like, okay, you know what? Yes, I want to do that, but I want to do it right. You know, maybe he will. I don't know, but in my opinion, that should have happened. And then, but they don't want that to happen. Jenny Han doesn't want that. She wants us to be like, what the fuck?
That's not how it goes.
Yeah, because they're not going
to be too easy.
But one of your comments were like, she basically proposed to him. OMG, I said that too. I prefer Jeremiah, but was like okay with a Conrad ending. The way they're scripting it from how the book was is wild, because she is so much more into him on the show than in the books. Exactly. So if she goes back to Conrad, like, it won't be cute. To me, it makes it feel like he is a second choice. So I'm curious how they're going to walk through some of these scenes. The thing is, I agree with that completely, but I do think for some reason in the show, Belly really flips really fast. You kind of felt like that even back with Conrad to Jeremiah. Like, she was really like in love with Conrad, and then all of a sudden she's like really in love with Jeremiah. So I think she flips really fast. Yeah, so I feel like that's how they're gonna do that, is just like have her totally like
180,
spend that time with him in person and be like, I didn't think I was gonna feel like this, like blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
How Belly agree.
Does. So
she does move quick.
Yeah. Jared and Belly's proposal scene felt so bittersweet because I loved seeing them in love, but they just aren't the best for each other in life partnerships. Bingo. I can see Conrad growing into his own. I'm excited for them to reunite and for him to eventually tell her how he actually feels and give her a choice. I haven't read the book, so I'm ignorant on how everything unravels in the book, but I'm so hooked. Definitely the best season of the show.
I can't imagine not reading the book and like.
I know you are strong. You're a strong soldier.
But like I can't. I like bet you're just like.
Oh, but I think it's so riveting. Actually, I feel like if I think it would be to have read the book, I wouldn't have started yet. I'll read it after. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's how we would.
That's what I'd say. If you haven't read it, I do think it's kind of like it's so fun to like not read it and then wait until like right after, and then you get all the intricacies. Then you get to rewatch it
like
back.
Imagine not knowing now.
One of you guys, Belly and Jared will break up and she'll go abroad for Paris in the fall semester or her senior year. So yes, the abroad part is happening quicker because in the books she's at the end of her freshman year. She rooms with Annika her sophomore year and then goes abroad her junior year, and so she'll go abroad right away, whereas in the books it was a year later. That makes sense, because my thing is like how I see it playing out now in this point in time. They have the engagement, whatever. Then Jeremiah obviously is in all this shit, so he has to go work with his dad. Belly tells her mom at the engagement thing, I think next episode this is going to happen. And her mom flips out, obviously. And so then she ends up going to cousins because she needs to escape. Conrad's there because he's home from college, and he's probably like, I don't know what to do because I just lost my job there, so I'm just going to hang out here for the summer.
I think this is going to be perfect, because I think they do allude to her going to Paris the next semester, but
She has the whole summer.
It's the whole summer, and that would be the fall semester, because she says in the fall. Yeah. Yeah,
exactly. And so that makes so much sense. So that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna have the summer together. She's gonna go off,
and Jeremiah will. You know
what I mean? They're technically probably gonna have their wedding. They're planning for their whole wedding the whole summer, and I think it's going to be at the end of the summer, or meant to be. Sorry. And then she leaves for Paris after she kind of breaks things off with Jeremiah. They end it, whatever, and then Conrad writes her his letters. I just read those letters for the first time in a long time.
I did
my
too.
I don't think has them. Yeah, see, my book doesn't.
Where did they go?
Some books don't. If you have like the newer books, I have to go get my other one. My original OG copy, some of them don't. I was reading on Reddit, actually. People were saying some of them don't have the letters. But I screenshot them because I was like, if you guys want to go read the letters, go read the letters, because they made me like sob the other day. I like literally looked in the mirror. I was like, did I cry today? Oh, that's
I have one.
Do you?
Yeah,
okay,
can I read it?
Please.
This is from when she's in Paris. When I come home next spring, you'd better show me that family portrait. Oh, and I'll be taking it with me since it's my gift and all. And yes, I do remember. Of course I remember. It was it was my best Christmas too.
Wait.
Right back soon, Belly.
And mind you, do you remember? This is after he sends like 5 letters without her replying at all.
Yeah, she doesn't reply.
And those letters are like the most romantic, yearning, like notebook kind of fucking shit
That's
you've
why
ever
I'm like,
read.
How can you not
like,
love
he's like,
Conrad?
I don't care if like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like so clearly like so in
like,
love. I like his
That's
shit,
why I'm
you
like,
guys.
I hope we see him so down bad in love with her.
Take me to
so
the lakes
soon.
where all the poets
I was listening to that, and I was like, I think that's gonna be in it.
While he's writing his letters, take me to the lakes. I don't belong. My beloved, neither do you. But anyway, so what are your predictions for next episode? Episode 3.
Yes.
Don't look at mine.
You're freaky. You won.
No, they're over here, dummy.
Oh. Well, you didn't tell me to write my predictions, first of all, so that's rude. You are being that friend. Second of all,
I was doing it for fun.
Pretty much what we said earlier. Taylor Steven thing gonna be minimal. I think Conrad's gonna catch a flight home.
Gonna catch a flight.
And Belly's gonna catch something else. And then we're gonna see her brainstorming about seeing Conrad shaving her legs. She's going to go to the memorial, and they're gonna tell everyone everything. Yeah. What am I missing?
No, those are all of mine too. Yeah, and then Jeremiah might show up with flowers to her mom's house.
Oh, we might see that too
in the episode. Which, if that's all the episode is, I will be so giddy. I don't even care. Like, maybe it ends on the note where like they're kind of where Belly's freaking out and is like, I don't know, like I need to leave basically and get out of here. And she like goes up to the house, and maybe Conrad's either there or she just, I don't know, or they're on their way there. I don't know. I wonder how it ends, but I think that's all going to happen. Definitely the dedication. Conrad shows up, and they don't know again if he's going to show up or not, because he kind of already told everybody that he's not, and so maybe he's not going to. He probably won't tell them that he is, so that he has the ability to chicken out if he wants to.
Yeah, and just show up. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I am thinking that, and we're gonna get maybe his point of view, and like hopefully we get like if I have to watch them together, I'm going to shoot myself
in the head with
a nail gun. Yeah, repeatedly.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think we're maybe going to get that point of view.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope we hear him say
I agree.
that.
I am forever indebted to Jenny Han. Like, I owe her my whole life, because I would have never thought we'd be here.
Me neither.
And I never would have thought I would care so much about this thing that like we loved so much, again, for like fucking over a decade.
And I think that's why my stomach gets like fluttery.
Yes,
because it just means so much to us.
I agree. It's a visceral it's a visceral reaction to this. And
everything she does, it just has been making me think of like how much I love Jenny Han.
I know,
all throughout my life.
She's really a constant for us. So just saying.
More just saying. When is she gonna write another book?
I know, she's a little busy, bitch. No, but and also, can we just say we're so grateful to those of you who we get to share this excitement with and hang out with, and we've kind of made it our whole personality at this point, but we can't not. We have like this once in a lifetime time where this is the last season.
Hey,
I mean, we were supposed to be here probably 2 seasons ago, but we were late to the party.
We were stupid back then.
We weren't here. I'm sorry. Now we get to do this with you, and we feel so thankful and grateful for those of you who have stuck around. If you are listening to us talk right now, whether you're subscribed, whether you're not,
it's all we've been talking about. Like we're
so happy. You guys
and
are
grateful.
so sweet and
so
cool.
nice. We've found our people.
I agree. That's how it feels to me. And so,
it's so fun.
you know, we've been on YouTube for a while now, and so like
it's so fun to like see it all.
I know.
See you all here.
Exactly. We're all friends here, and whether you're Team Bonrad, Team Jellyfish, Team Belly, whatever, whoever, Team Sailor, Team Lon, you know, anyone, we're all a big old family here, and so hopefully you like hanging out with us because we love hanging out with you. And I think we're gonna probably do a little giveaway soon. I just thought of this. Okay, can I say I thought of it while we were looking at the Swedish fish? I'm like, we should give away like the Conrad and Jeremiah Swedish fish, maybe like a shirt or something.
Shirt. That would be so cute.
So look out for that in the next ones, and we're gonna probably vlog our next time watching it. Do you want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
guys, I thought it was fun to do with you.
Like, what do you want? What do you want? Do you want like debriefs?
Yeah.
Like,
do you want both? Because we're fine
vlogs?
with both. Maybe put a poll on our community tab as well.
That's a good idea.
We'll try that.
Yeah.
And see what you guys would rather have. But thank you for being here. All that to say, we love you.
We love you so much.
So much. And make sure you're subscribed if you are not, so you don't miss our Summer Team Pretty episodes. And we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.